everybody. Welcome to Clara's News Channel. So glad you decided to stop by and see what I am putting up for debate today. But before we get into it, go in your settings, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you'll know when I upload, and give me a thumbs up, okay? All right, let's get into what we're going to debate today. We're not going to debate what I have what I have put up for debate for maybe the last four podcasts about the mealy mouse, weak back, scaredy cat Democrats. And all of a sudden, things have just really changed. The tide has turned for our president. A Fox News poll came out with Joe Biden having 50% and Donald Trump having 48%. And all of a sudden, Biden is back in the good graces of everybody. I saw, who was it? What is his name? I cannot. D.L. Hughley chastising George Clooney. And I'm telling you, it made my heart sing. He was letting him in on some truth about the Democratic Party, why black men have a problem with the Democratic Party. And it's because of their weakness. And they are mealy mouthed, and they are weak kneed and wishy washy. That is what the black woman have a problem with the Democratic Party. But because of policy, we don't have anywhere to go. I have made podcast after podcast about how hard it is to be a Democrat. When you have people in your party like those, eight Congress people who don't know how to shut up and get in line, like George Clooney, who don't know when to shut up. I don't know when George Clooney became the head of the Democratic Party in his mind. But that is the reason why not only black men have a problem with the Democratic Party, that's why black women have a problem with the Democratic Party. We as a people we always have had to have a stiff back. We have always had to stand strong, and to be in the presence of weakness and to attack our president who has the best record since Roosevelt. It's been a problem. It has been a real problem. And I am so glad that D.L. Hughley came out and called out George Clooney. He needed to be called out. Joy Behar called him out. Shut up. Shut up already. Get in line. It's and one thing that D.L. Hughley said was just chef kissed me. He said it is so funny to him that a white male who would be least affected by Project 2025 to come out with this wishy-washy attitude about winning. He can afford to lose, but it is people in this party that can't afford to lose. So he needs to shut up and get in line. All Democrats need to shut up. We have our nominee. We're 4 months before we go vote. We need to rally. We need, like I said, if President Biden has to go to the nursing home. Democrats should be there feeding him his tapioca pudding, holding him up. Get out of here. And then all those articles the other day, he did a press, what do they call a press conference, and he answered every question. And then they want to say, well, he on a teleprompter. And the media has acted so, has just exposed themselves. And that is it's about what I am putting up for debate today. Mealy Mouse Mark Zuckerberg. Trump said that he needed to be thrown in jail, and I'm telling you, I believe he went inside his office and peed himself. And then he came out and lifted all the restrictions on Trump's Facebook page, Facebook account, standing there with his wet pants that he peed in. This is how countries die. When the weak is in positions where you need strong people. You need black women. Black women. Never bending. That's my dog. Never bending. But this is what Mark Zuckerberg did. Let me read the title and a little of it, and we'll talk about it. I'll put it up for a debate. It said Biden campaign calls Meta. You know, Meta is the umbrella um, for Facebook, Instagram, and all of them. Meta's reinstatement of Trump's account a direct attack on our safety and our democracy. Trump called Zuckerberg out. He name checked him. And Mark Zuckerberg peed himself and went and did this. Whew. Meta announced plans to remove its January 6th era restriction from Donald Trump's account. Trump has been banned and then reinstated on Meta's Facebook and Instagram, as well as X and YouTube. Though his old social media accounts are not unrestricted, Trump is sticking with Truth Social. That's what I'm putting up for debate. Weak people. Weak people. Look at Letitia James in New York. She never backed down. She never bent. And what is the prosecutor in the New York? What's his name? Alvin. I can't think of his last name. Never bending. Look at Fannie Willis down in Georgia. Never bending. That is why black people have such a problem with the Democratic Party. If we behaved like that, we would still be slaves. We would. Black people are never bending. We don't bend. And we are going to get Joe Biden. And if he dead, we're going to dress him up like Bernie, Weekend with Bernie. We're going to prop him up, put a stick under his chin, and let him and vote for him and put him back in the Oval Office. And we mean that because a dead Biden is better than a live Trump any day, all day. So that's what I put up for debate. Now tell me what you think. And tell me what you think about Mark P. Pants Zuckerberg. What a, I'm not going to say. Bye.